I'm a very spoiled man. I don't like dealing with stuff. I used to have a regular retail store and I had to deal with stuff because stuff is what sells a lot of and that's what pays the bill. And I like dealing only with the very best quality, and to me that's the very best cutting. So I've chosen to deal with only one cutter, and that's the Infinity Diamond Company out of Antwerp, Belgium. And I completely source my diamonds. Any diamond that I have in my inventory that I own is from Infinity Diamonds. They're a boutique cutter. They cut less than 1,000 stones a year, and everything is cut to very, very precise, inspected after each step of the process way. So if you're Blue Nile's cutter and you're cutting 10,000 stones a month, you give all these stones to your cutter and say, I want a 41-degree pavilion and a 34.5 to a 38% crown angle, go. And they go cut the 10%, they cut their 10,000 stones, and some of them come out really nice, and some of them come out okay, and you don't really have any way of knowing which one's which. Now, with a boutique cutter like Infinity, Paul inspects each, Paul is the head man at Infinity, he inspects each diamond crystal in conjunction with his sawyer. The sawyer is the guy that saws the crystal into two parts and says, well, let's get this one done, and we want this to be 39.75% pavilion angle. Go, come back to me when you've done it. And then if it's 39.75%, then they go, okay, now we want the crown angle to be 34.5%. Go. And if it's not 39.75%, they go, okay, well, now we have to vary that to get the maximum light return, and they vary it accordingly, go. And after each and every step, after they're sawn, after they've cut the pavilion mains, after they've done the finished on the bottom, after they've done the crown, every step it's inspected, each and every step of the way. And so yeah, it costs a few percent more, but it's worth it. It's like L'Oreal, man, that it just looks better. I've had it several times when we've sent 2 or 3 of my stones to compete against 2 or 3 of someone else's stones. And the person that was showing the stones put them all on a tray, and the guy picked out my stones as the best looking stones. And that's always a good feeling. Once in a while someone else has a stone that's picked out. Quite often I've had people call me up and say, if you could take 5% off the stone, I'd buy your stone. Well, I can't do that because it costs us more to do it right. And I do the same thing with my gold, with my platinum. I use very high quality people. I pay a little more to have the work done, but then I'm able to stand behind each and every piece and say, there you go. Now with the gold and platinum, I can get the mountings from Stuller and Ingwer and some of the other houses where they have the same thing that everyone else has. And we have a selection of that on our website, and you can get those if you want. If you want to go to our screen collection, which are they're so beautiful that the ladies go, ah, look at this, ah, and they run to every one of their girlfriends, and and their girlfriends are all going, ah, and then you hear this sonic boom and windows rattle, and you go like, oh, someone just got one of my screen collection rings. We have, from the mountings, I give you a wide choice. But for the stones, I only want to do the best because I'm spoiled rotten. And if you want less than the best, there's lots of other people that will sell you. But I want you to be proud of this. I want your wife to be proud of it. I want your grandchildren to think, my gosh, Grandpa was awfully smart to get such a beautiful diamond. That's why I think I'm just a little bit better than anyone else out there.